Good morning, everyone. Happy Star Wars Day. It is May the 4th.
Yes, may the 4th be with you.
And you.
Lisa, Lydia, Scott, thank you for joining us for this Facebook Live. Remember, we make this into a podcast every day, so go to inforum.com/podcast and look for Inforum Minute if you want to listen that way. Also on our Inforum YouTube channel, and of course live on Facebook. You can watch it anytime on your feed throughout the day today.
That's right. And we have another great day on tap. Weather-wise, Lydia, we're looking forward to that.
Not quite as toasty as yesterday, which I did get a couple complaints yesterday. Like,
it's
too hot. Yeah.
Okay.
You can't make everyone happy.
No, never.
So yesterday we had 80 in Grand Forks and 79 in Fargo.
Wow.
It was summer-like. I went for a walk in shorts.
Yeah.
I had to dust them off with a, yeah, exactly. Get those bad boys out of storage.
Posted a picture on Facebook of her kids in a sprinkler.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it was
beautiful.
Almost 80 degrees. And it was sunny too, so that made it feel even a little bit toastier. The thing yesterday, though, was that the wind was out of the southwest, so that pushed in that warmer air. Today, it's turned around to the north, and so we won't get as warm as yesterday. It's still going to be beautiful. Right near 70 this afternoon. 72 is what we're forecasting in Fargo. Less wind than yesterday. I think you won't notice it as much. And then totally sunny sky. Again, we've been spoiled with sunshine this week. Yeah. A few more clouds for tomorrow. We'll call it partly cloudy for Cinco de Mayo. A little breezier, this time out of the east-northeast, and that's pulling in colder air from the Great Lakes and plopping it right on top of us. So mid-60s tomorrow. Still comfy. I mean, it's not cold, but after being close to 80 yesterday, it's going to feel a little different for tomorrow.
For sure.
Weekend showers are lining up. We're going to start off dry on Saturday and then see those push up from the south to the north throughout the day on Saturday. They're scattered. It's not going to rain all day. They stick around, though, Sunday, Monday, maybe even a couple of sprinkles into Tuesday. So there's a decent shot to see at least a little bit of rain during the weekend, but also plenty of dry time in between the showers. I wouldn't cancel outdoor plans. I would just bring the umbrella with.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good advice.
That's about it. Lots of 60s next week, too. So
yeah. If you haven't already, make sure you get some sunscreen. I went golfing yesterday.
Yeah.
Didn't put sunscreen on.
Yeah.
I got a little red on the arms. Nothing bad. It's going to be fine. But I'm like, all right, I got to remember to do that next time.
We're kind of shifting into that mindset. Yeah, I'm not used to grabbing that.
Yeah.
You
Although
know?
I do believe that Lydia told you
She did.
yesterday.
I ignored her.
I did say that. So
Now
karma. Karma is a
listen to your
what.
Oh, goodness. I'll put it on today.
So that being said, UV index is a 6 today, which gives you a burn time of about 35 minutes. So if you plan on spending more than 35 minutes outside, you should probably throw on the sunscreen. You're actually supposed to wear it all year round to prevent wrinkles. So
Okay.
maybe you should start doing that.
On that note.
Good one. All right. I'll let it slide.
All right, we'll start with a big story we've been tracking for you. The White Earth Tribal Police Department is warning people to be on the lookout for a man they consider to be armed and dangerous. They say 52-year-old Francis Tuffy Durant is wanted by U.S. Marshals and is awaiting sentencing for federal charges, including distribution of controlled substances and possession of a firearm. He escaped from a treatment facility in Duluth, Minnesota. Now, this is the scary part. He has a violent history and has said in prior arrests that he will not go back to prison and is willing to have a shootout with law enforcement. So if you do see him, do not approach him. Call 911 right away. You can also call the U.S. Marshal tip line, but just let authorities know right away.
Exactly. All right, today the Red River Valley SWAT team is warning people to not be alarmed. They're going to be having a training exercise this evening, late this afternoon. So they just want you to know that that's going on. The exercise is taking place from 5 to 8 o'clock tonight. It's the 500 block of 4th Street South in Fargo. SWAT team members will be carrying guns and moving around a building. The guns, real, but they're not going to be using any live rounds or anything like that. However, you will hear loud sounds, a lot of yelling, that type of stuff. So just know that that's going on and that it's okay.
And we have a couple of serious accidents to tell you about. New overnight, one man is dead after his car hit a train in Manvel, North Dakota. The 79-year-old man was driving on 33rd Avenue Northwest around 9 last night when he was hit by that train. The car was dragged a mile before it came to a stop. The man died on the scene. We are still working to learn his identity.
And a Jamestown man was seriously injured in a crash near Forbes, North Dakota. Troopers say 22-year-old Dennis Gates was headed east on Highway 11 when his truck had a mechanical issue and ended up going into a really steep ditch. He was not wearing a seatbelt, I should say. He hit his head, suffered a head injury. He ended up being airlifted to a local hospital. So we're going to find out what his status is.
Moorhead Police are asking for your help right now finding a missing man. They're looking for a 53-year-old Harold Anderson. He was last seen in North Moorhead 10 days ago. That was back on April 23rd. They do have his picture posted on their Facebook page, on Moorhead PD's page. If you have any information on his whereabouts, please call police.
Today, the Minnesota DOT will be doing some more controlled burning in central Minnesota. This could cause a lot of smoke, obviously flames, so they just want you to be aware what's going on and to make sure you're being safe when you're driving through those areas. It's happening on Highway 9 between Barnesville and Highway 10 today. Then tomorrow, they'll be working along Highway 75 north of Moorhead and Highway 10 near Glendon. And then they're just asking, like I said, to be careful, slow down when you're going by these areas because the smoke can get very thick and they want everyone to be safe.
Burn restrictions, we have an update there as well. They've eased a bit in Minnesota. However, you do still need a permit to burn. Still probably not a good idea to do any burning until we get some of these showers and kind of give ourselves a little moisture. Also, when we look at, what the fire danger is right now, still high in western and northern Minnesota, north of the Twin Cities, and also in the St. Cloud area. The fire danger is actually still considered extreme right now.
Yeah, so be careful, folks. The budget for the North Dakota State Attorney General's office has come in well under what was requested for the next 2 years, but they have approved it at the state legislature. You might recall back in 2022, it was uncovered that the office at one point actually had overran its budget by about $2 million. That was under late Attorney General Wayne Stenjum. This new budget comes in about $11 million shy of what was requested, but that's okay according to the current Attorney General, Drew Wrigley. That's because the budget is still nearly $100 million, and they're actually going to be funding 13 new full-time positions as well. Those positions will include firearm testers, fingerprint scientists, and then 3 BCI agents for understaffed areas near reservations.
How great would it be to own your own ice cream shop?
That would be pretty awesome.
Well, it could become a reality. Right now, the Freez on 19th Street in South Moorhead is listed for sale. $225,000. It could be yours. The walk-up ice cream shop has been serving sweet treats and fast food since it opened as the Tasty Freez more than 6 decades ago. WDAY talked to one of the co-owners. She said she's stepping back to spend some more time with family. Her goal is to find a new owner that will keep that historic restaurant open.
Yeah.
Which we all hope that is the case.
Such a cool place,
Yeah.
and of course somewhere that has a lot of value to the community,
Yes.
just that nostalgia. So wishing for the best for the sale and then whoever buys it.
Yeah.
So good stuff there. Big national headline this morning, breaking news. The hunt is over for a man who opened fire inside a hospital waiting room in Atlanta. Police arrested 24-year-old Dion Patterson after an hours-long manhunt. Officers say he killed 1 woman, shot 4 others at a hospital yesterday afternoon. Patterson was tracked to a nearby gas station where he was trying to steal a truck. Authorities then followed him outside of Atlanta where he eventually surrendered. Now, an interesting twist, I guess, on this whole thing is that Patterson's mom is speaking out. She says her son was a former Coast Guardsman and was suffering from mental health issues from a new medication that he was taking. So we'll continue to follow this story as anything comes out about it.
Another big story, the Fed has raised interest rates by another 1/4 point. This is actually the 10th rate hike since the central bank started its battle against inflation last year. The 1/4 point increase now brings the benchmark federal funds rate to more than 5%, its highest level in 15 years.
All right, Hot Mic today, big show. NDSU has its first football commitment for the class of 2024, and it's from Western North Dakota. You'll meet him. Dom will be talking to him, so that's exciting. Also, Manvel State baseball coach Scott Berry stepping away after 43 years, the dugout. So hear from him. I'm sure he's got plenty of stories and memories of his coaching career. You can watch Hot Mic from 9 to 11 this morning on WDAY Extra and InForum.com.
And remember, just today and tomorrow you have left for that 6 months access to InForum.com for just $2. So go to InForum.com to check out that deal. It's incredible. So the countdown's on. That's better than our normal good deal.
Yeah,
So
so take advantage of it. Also, we got you covered on air as well. Our next newscast is at 11 o'clock today on 4, 5, 6, 9, and 10. And then we'll be back tomorrow morning for First News from 5 to 7.
have a great day, everyone.
Bye.